Hi, calling all parents. I'm Dr. Nalda Wainwright. I'm an Associate Professor for Health and Physical Literacy. And I'm going to talk to you today about the balance system that your young child is developing. So one of our earliest sensory systems that we develop is balance. And it is absolutely critical to being able to access a whole range of physical activities, because actually stability is what underpins all our voluntary movement. So your young baby and toddler needs to learn to be stable as they grow and develop, and they do that through connecting their balance system with the rest of the systems in their body. And our balance system is actually inside our inner ear. So one of the ways that I know if I've got my head on my side, if my eyes are shut, the system inside my inner ear sends a message to my brain telling me that my head is on its side. It tells me where I am in relation to gravity. So inside our inner ear is a really clever system of what we call semicircular canals. So this system, called our vestibular system, is a series of these canals, one in the vertical, these tubes, one on the horizontal, excuse my drawing, and one on an angle. So these canals all link together in our inner ear and feed information into our vestibular nerve, which takes information to our brain about it. So these canals are full of tiny little hairs and filled with fluid. So they're lined with little hairs and filled inside with fluid. And as we move, the fluid moves and moves against the little hairs. So it tells us where we are when we're moving, and that's vital. And when you have a young baby, actually that relationship with gravity starts when a baby starts to lift their head, even as young as when they're being winded on your shoulder as a newborn, and they pick their head up off your shoulder and pop it back down. Then as we know, we have to do tummy time. So we make sure we put our baby down on their chest so that they can lift their head up. So that tummy time is your baby learning, oh, where am I against gravity? Can I control my head and neck and go against the force of gravity? So that baby then develops from the top down, so they get control of their head and neck, then their upper body, so we see them then learn to sit up and control their core. And last of all, they get control of their feet, which is a long way away. So that's why if we think about a human child, it takes almost a whole year of a human's life for them to be able to stand up and walk, because our centre of gravity is high and we get control of those feet last. Now that's really, really crucial. And one of the ways that we develop that vestibular system and integrate it, that is, get our nervous system to understand how that message is related to our muscles and joints and helps us to stand or to sit or to walk or to climb, is by doing lots of movement. So our young children, our babies and toddlers, as they're learning to roll over, to sit up, to crawl, to walk, need lots of activity that helps them feel movement, rolling over, climbing, swinging, crawling. And you'll see young children seeking out those type of activities, wanting to hang upside down, wanting to lie backwards off your sofa when they're watching telly, wanting to spin around when they're outside, wanting to climb onto things. And that's all really good, because all of that is helping them to work out, what are these messages that are coming from my balance system, and how do I get myself to link all my muscles and joints to that balance system so that I can control my movement. So whenever you see your children wanting to climb and crawl, and it's, obviously it's safe for them to do so, encourage them to be able to be upside down, to spin and hang, and help them get that vestibular maturation, get them to get that good balance system. So help us by making sure that your children move. Join us at minimovers.org to get 1 million mini movers and help with children's active future.